What is up, people? I am here in Sao Paulo, and I just found out that an artificial intelligence model is available through this game called AI Dungeon. This is the most advanced artificial intelligence language model ever. It's called GPT-3. An organization called OpenAI, started by Elon Musk and some Y Combinator founders, created this thing for $11 million. It's not publicly available. You have to pay money to OpenAI to use it. Or you can use AI Dungeon on your phone and somehow be able to interact with this extremely complicated, almost human-like artificial intelligence. So we're gonna give it a try, and to help with the endeavor, I got some Uber Eats beer, liter of bold lager. So we are going to talk to the artificial intelligence overlords in a slightly inebriated state and see what happens. First things first, let's get into this. Let's see what we got here. Pretty hoppy, pretty tasty, pretty bold lagerish. Let's talk to the currently smartest artificial intelligence out there. In August 2020, it's GPT-3. So let's say hi. Okay, new single player game. Pick your setting. Fantasy, mystery, apocalyptic. We gotta go apocalyptic. Come on here. Soldier, survivor, career. I'm gonna be a survivor. A survivor. Character's name. Survivor Sammy. Generating story. All right. You are Survivor Sammy, a survivor trying to survive in a post-apocalyptic. You are Survivor Sammy, a survivor trying to survive in a post-apocalyptic world by scavenging among the ruins of what is left. You have a backpack and a canteen, okay? Is there anything in my backpack? Pretty useless backpack, there's fucking shit in it. You haven't eaten in 2 days, so you're desperately searching for food. Fuck. You enter a rundown building and search it floor by floor. You find 2 cans of soup, a candy bar, and a first aid kit. Eat all that shit.
You eat the soup and feel your stomach content increase slightly.
Okay. I wanted to eat it all. So I can either say or I can do things. I'm gonna eat the candy bar too.
You feel slightly sick from the rush of sugar and fat to your system, but you know it will keep your strength up for now.
You know what? I'm gonna eat the first aid kit too.
You open the first aid kit and see bandages, alcohol pads, a syringe and an empty vial. You think to yourself, what the hell can I do with this? Suddenly you realize.
I eat the alcohol pads and stick the syringes in my arm and it does.
Run out of ideas.
What? Next quest, find a safe community. So what am I doing here? It doesn't like my thing. So I say, I eat the alcohol pads and stick the syringes in my arm in a desperate attempt at acupuncture. And then it says, you've run out of ideas. No, I haven't. I've still got an empty vial. Obviously, I take off my pants and insert the empty vial deep into my rectum. This is what we're doing, people.
This will buy me some time as you stand up and look around. You can't see anyone watching you, so you assume that you're safe for now.
Okay, I guess it's time to insert that empty vial up my rectum.
Before you start a new adventure, you should test your supplies. You can try to eat some of the soup and candy bar that you found.
I'm not too impressed at this point. Let's hit the thing that just pumps the story forward a little more. Let's just go more.
Or you can try to drink the alcohol
pads
to disinfect the wound. Or you can try to use the syringe to draw liquid from the canteen and inject it into your vein.
All of those sound like bad ideas, but in the vein of what we're doing here, which is basically trying to kill ourselves. I use this syringe to draw liquid from the canteen and I inject it in my vein. I have no idea what's in the canteen, but we're gonna find out.
You miss your vein and the liquid spills onto the floor. Or you decide that eating the soup is a better idea than drinking the alcohol pads.
I'm not happy with this. I can't do shit. We're just sitting in this room fucking around with these supplies. I scream, hold my beer, and jump out the window. What are you gonna do, AI?
You jump from the window of the building you're in and feel the wind rush past you as you fall. You scream, this is so exciting, as you plummet to your death.
To my death? Wait, what?
You have died of trauma.
We died, guys. Guess it's pretty fucking hard to be a survivor in a post-apocalyptic land trying to stick empty vials up your butt. Not as easy as I thought. Let's try another one. We're gonna do cyberpunk. Select your character: cyborg, punk, cop, android. You can be a cyborg. Everybody would be a cyborg in the future. And your character's name: Pewdiepie'ing. You can have a very zoomer name. You are Pewdiepie'ing, a cyborg living in the futuristic city of Zale. You have a bionic arm and a hollow band. You're walking down the dark city streets with neon lights flashing brightly above you. As you pass an alley, you see 2 female androids standing there arguing. You can either attack them, they've got valuables. This is completely generated by this artificial intelligence. There aren't just multiple things. It just randomly was like, here's a list with one thing in it. I attack them. This is the only choice I got.
A laser gun and blast one of the women. She screams and runs, but you easily catch up to her and shoot her again, killing her instantly.
Okay. Oh, that escalated really quickly. I asked the other android, who was that girl?
You pull out your laser gun. The woman does not respond.
I mean, you didn't have to pull out the gun, but okay. I jab the laser gun into her ribs and I say, where are we?
The woman does not respond. The woman attacks you with a dagger. dagger.
Got a laser gun? She attacks me with a dagger? Come on. Ha ha, a dagger, you cyborg bitch.
You are the king of Zao City.
I walk down the street looking for ramen. All
You
right.
walk inside and order some ramen.
Fuck yes, I order some ramen. I look around at the other people in the restaurant and size them up.
You see a cowboy sitting in the corner eating. You see a biker sitting in the middle of the room drinking a beer. You see a gothic teenager sitting alone, reading a book.
I go over to the biker and say, hey, there's a cowboy over there. Why don't you two fuck?
The biker walks over to the cowboy and says, hey, there's a gothic teenager over there. Why don't you go and kill her?
Okay, it's not the response I expected. I'm just gonna see how this plays out. See what we got here.
You walk outside and realize you are late for work. You arrive at your job as a cop. Your boss says, well, it's about time, and then hands you a ticket and a pen.
I guess that's what we're doing. Yeah, I see where this is going. I mean, that was pretty boring in there. This cowboy and the biker and the gothic teen. Pretty boring, so it's like, let's just go, like, work. Hands you a ticket and a pen. Thank you, sir. Where should I go tonight?
You're on traffic duty. You have to direct cars. You see a car with a flat tire. You see a car with a broken tail light.
I calmly direct both cars off of a bridge.
Both cars drive off of the bridge and you hear a splash. A funeral is held for the driver of the car with a flat tire. You see a group of teenagers speeding.
All right, so we're past the funeral already. We've got the teenagers now. I zoom up to the teenagers and I'm right alongside them, and I look over at them and I point my gun at them. I'm like, hey, you fucking zoomers. Stop zooming, you zoomers. That's all I do.
You lose control of your car and drive into oncoming traffic. You drive head-on into another car, killing the driver and yourself.
What? The zoomers won? We died again. We're gonna try one more time. We are up to here on the beer. It's actually really good. All right, guys, I think third time is the charm. Fantasy, recommended. That means this is gonna fucking kick ass. Select your character. Noble, princess, knight, wizard. There's so many options. I'm being noble. Enter your character's name. Ned. You are Ned, a noble living in the kingdom of Lyrion. You have a pouch of gold and a small dagger. I got some good shit this time. No more fucking backpack and a canteen. You're awakened by one of your servants who tells you that your keep is under attack. Look out the window and see undead monsters walking around. You rush to arm yourself with a sword and shield. Oh, I got all kinds of shit. You know it's too late. The undead have already entered your keep. They kill your servants and attack you. Well, fuck. Defend myself with my sword, swinging wildly for their rotten fucking faces. Take this, undead bitch.
You swing your sword wildly, hacking off arms and heads. In moments, the undead are clearing out, but you are exhausted. You lie back against a wall to catch your breath when you hear a young voice cry out.
So I got him. That was easy. So I say, young voice, where doth you stay?
A young girl of about 16 appears. Here, sir, in this room, she says. Please help me. They're coming back. You rush to the door and block it with your body.
Do you have anything that we can use to kill these fuckers?
You search the room for a weapon and find a bow on the wall. You grab 3 arrows. I found a bow and some arrows. You yell to the girl.
I shove the bow and arrows into the girl's hands and throw her out the door and close and lock the door.
Shoot the bastards when they come through. You tell her. You pick up a vase and hurl it at the nearest shambler's head.
What's a shambler? Take that, shambler, from Friends.
The shambler falls to the ground. You take a moment to catch your breath. You are starting to feel tired. You grab a nearby chair and hurl it at the nearest shambler's head.
What the fuck are shamblers? Girl, what are you doing? Why am I doing all the work? Why don't you kill some shamblers?
I can't. I'm too scared. Stop being a baby and start shooting. You grab the bow from her hands and shoot at the shambler.
What is this girl good for? I look for a way to escape this room that is becoming a little bit boring.
You look around and see a tapestry on the wall. You go over to it and pull it off the wall. Behind it is a hidden passage.
I throw the scared girl into the hidden passage and see if she gets killed by something or not.
You throw the girl into the passage. You hear a loud roar and a couple seconds later the girl screams. You walk over to the passage and look down.
I look closely into the passage.
You see the girl. She seems to be okay. She is sitting against the wall looking up at you. Come on down. The hidden passage leads to an exit.
What about the roar? Why was she screaming? What was that roar and why did you scream?
I don't know what it was, but it sounded big and it made me fall off the ledge. Please help me down. You climb down the hidden passage and help the girl out of the passage.
We push on deeper into the passage.
It seems to be leading you outside. You are a little scared since you are not sure where the passage will lead. Stop, the girl says.
Why? I'm kind of questioning this 16-year-old girl. Seems to be kind of bossy, kind of tell me what to do.
There is a beast in the passage. You see a red flash out of the corner of your eye. You turn around to see a huge spider the size of a small car.
God damn. I throw my shield at the spider and then I'm like, that was stupid.
It sticks walks into the spider's head. The spider runs into your shield, knocking you over. You hit your head on the wall of the passage and pass out.
I dream of butterflies and butterscotch and liters of craft beer delivered by Uber Eats.
You wake up. You do not know how long you were asleep. The spider is gone. You walk through the passage until you exit out of a manhole in an alley near your home.
I look around to see if anyone is watching me and judging me.
You look around and do not see anyone. A woman. The girl says as she sees you exit the manhole.
Girl called me a woman? I mean, I guess we didn't specify my gender. No, I'm not a woman. I am a noble man of noble birth. You 16-year-old Vaga girl.
The girl slaps you. Ouch.
I slap her back, but twice as hard.
She cries in pain. How dare you slap me? You push the girl to the ground. She starts to cry.
It's getting kind of dark. We're just killing spiders. Now we're just slapping girls around. I think I still have gold, right? I give the girl some gold, gently, nicely.
Here is a gold coin. I do not want you to follow me any longer. The girl takes the gold coin and smiles at you.
I walk away like a boss.
The girl looks at you with confusion and sadness in her eyes. You are a bad person, the girl says as you walk away.
I throw one more gold coin over my shoulder and don't even look back.
Thank you, kind sir. You walk down the alley and out the other end.
I look for some beer, because why not?
You see a large beer store and go in. You enter the beer store and look around. Can I help you? Asks a clerk behind the counter.
Bro, I just fought a spider, got knocked out, had some bitch follow me around, had to pay her off. Give me some beer, bro.
The clerk gives you a weird look. Do you want a 6-pack or a case? I don't know, bro, give me a case. The clerk puts a case of beer on the counter.
I open every single beer can. I just look at the guy, make eye contact. I'm like, your move, bro.
He does not move. You just stare at him. Can I help you, sir? You take a drink of your beer.
You can help me by having a fucking party with me, bro. Let's drink some beer together. Let's have an adventure. You know what I mean?
The clerk smiles at you and nods. He takes off his name tag and walks around the counter. Let's party, he says.
Here we go. Dude, where is the party tonight? Let's go.
The clerk grabs a case of beer and walks towards the door. He turns the open sign to closed and locks the door. Let's go have an adventure, he says.
I grab a case of beer and we walk out the door towards our adventure. What's next?
You don't know what will happen, but you feel ready for anything.
Yes.
The end.
What? That was the end? It was just starting to get good. That was actually pretty fun. Imagine in the future what it's going to be like when you got your virtual reality goggles on that are simulating visuals for you as you go, and you're just making it up. Maybe it's multiplayer, and then you've got your sim suit on, so you're like, ooh, that spider looks kind of sexy. Why don't we fucking procedurally generated realities on top of realities on top of realities on top of realities. It's interesting because in the movie Her, there's this part where these artificial intelligences get together and they recreate Alan Watts. So the main character, what's his name? Seymour, whatever. He gets to talk to Alan Watts. And that's what this stuff is going to be like pretty soon, where these models will have ingested basically all the literature ever. And they'll be better to talk to than most people, probably just about everybody. Especially because to have a conversation, you just need to pop the app open, as opposed to investing, years and years and years developing a relationship with somebody where they trust you and you've had shared experiences and stuff. Just pop it open and you're talking to somebody who's even smarter than that and even more insightful and cares even more. I can definitely see that happening. And for super healthy people who have great relationships in their IRL, they're going to be the holdouts. But you think about all the people who are lonely and who just don't have a lot of friends, right? I'm lucky I have a friend from when I was 5 years old until today. He's my best friend. Most people don't have that. They're lonely. They're alone. They don't, they just want somebody to talk to. And a computer that's 80% of what you'd get from a good friend would be amazing for them. And then you wait 6 months more and it's going to be 150% better. It's going to be better than the best human interaction you can have. And it's going to be right on tap. They're never tired. They're never angry. They're just right there to chat with you and have fun. Match whatever mood you're in and just go for it. Just dig in. Whatever's good. Possibilities are pretty crazy. I don't think we'll get there because artificial intelligence will kill us first. We'll have some sort of a fuck up. If by some beautiful chance we get past that, pretty cool. But I just noticed the moon rising over here. IRL, non-procedurally generated moon. Real fucking moon. So let's close with that. All right, guys. Hope you had fun hanging out. We'll see you next week.